We're trying to cover a niche which has almost been forgotten about. The horses have sort of historically been used in conservation for ages, and we kind of lost the skill. During Operation Rhino, they actually used horses to dart rhino and follow them up through the bush, and we've forgotten that we could do that. The problem of anti-poaching and conservation is so complicated that you have to have a very multifaceted approach to everything. So we're trying to reintroduce that skill to fit into, be a piece of the puzzle. The benefits of being on horseback are a lot of people have a lot of respect for a person on a horse. It's quite a scary thing.
From a security point of view, guys won't really run away from horses because we're a lot faster. So the chances of us making a successful arrest with horses is far greater than one with just in a bucky and trying to drive after them.
In terms of kind of chasing things down, if you've got a poacher moving on foot away from a crime scene, you are going to cover double the ground. We've done some tracking exercises to see how quickly the guys can track, and it's remarkable actually. When you are riding a horse through the bush, you're very, very quiet, and you'd be amazed at how you can easily sneak up on someone because they're not expecting to have a horse count. You're very in tune with your settings. You don't have an engine running all the time. You have a sort of 360 degree of vision, but you're higher than you would be if you were on foot.
From a horseback's perspective, you can see a lot better on the fence lines. Even approaching some of the game is a lot easier than in a bucky itself. For instance, the rhinos, they like the horses a lot. So when we approach the rhinos on horseback, you can actually see the difference it's making to the animals. You're a bit more in nature than as a bucky.
The horse moves through the bush just the same as an antelope would, you know. Very little footprint. You often surprise things because they don't realize that you're not a natural form of the bush. And your smell is also sort of concealed by the horses, so the wildlife don't perceive you as a human anymore. You're now sort of a different creature. You're not going to give your position away. You're not going to kind of move the location of those animals. You can sort of be operating in the bush without disturbing things as much as you would be on foot or in a vehicle. So in terms of maneuverability, when you're in a vehicle, you're limited to a road or at least an area where there isn't too much thick bush.
With horses, you can go a bit more off the beaten path. You can go up and down hills where you can go places where buckies can't go.
Horse is the ultimate 4x4. You can get up that terrain, up that muddy slope, down that hill.
If a human can walk there, a horse can walk there as well.
There is a little pocket of skill that horses and riders can cover, which nobody else can. Though it's not going to be the be-all and end-all of solving things, I do think that there are certain areas where this could be really, really helpful. We've now sort of got a template which hopefully we can take on to other reserves. Every reserve is going to be different. It might be in some places that it doesn't work, and other places it works better. It's a drop in the ocean. It's a huge fight, you know. I'm not saying that we're doing anything enormous, but if we can just be that one tiny thing that tips the balance, that stops one rhino getting poached one day, then that's great.